Alright Pistons fans, so in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys an official breakdown of the Grant deal and also giving you a clip from ESPN Analyst Adrian Wojnarowski. Now, before we get into all of that, please make sure you guys like this video. Today's like goal is 200 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I drop consistent Pistons content. Now let's get right into it. So before I play the Woj clip, I'll give a little bit of my take here first. So when the Pistons first went after Grant, initially, I was like, what are we doing? But then once I sat back and thought about it, I was like, this is good. I believe Grant can really thrive on the Pistons. You look at a man who was on the Denver Nuggets, a team that already had a lot of rising players at the time, and he was just waiting for an opportunity to pop. So the Pistons gave him a 3-year, $60 million deal. He came to our team. He wanted to be here. He wanted to be the man, the #1 option on the team. And in his first year, he had success. Now, it was a little bit of a bumpy ride because we still had Blake Griffin on the roster at the time, but then eventually we got rid of him, and it gave Grant more of an opportunity to be successful. Now, in that first year, the Pistons were still supposed to be, competing for a playoff spot, and obviously that didn't go how it was supposed to. Then year 2 comes. We bring in superstar player Cade Cunningham, and then unfortunately for Grant, he ends up having a big injury which derailed most of his season. And then once he came back, it was kind of hard for him to find himself in the lineup. And then eventually he did kind of settle in, but then towards the end of the season, the Pistons just decided to shut him down completely. But during this whole time, from the point that the Pistons signed Grant all the way until this most recent season ended, there was constantly Grant trade rumors. They were everywhere. That's why I was at the point where I was like, I'm not gonna listen to anything. I'm not even gonna make videos on this anymore. I would see a team like the Heat, the Pacers, the Knicks, the Lakers, the Trailblazers. I saw so many rumors out there that I was like, you know what? I'm sick of hearing this stuff. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Troy stated multiple times that we weren't gonna move Grant unless we got something worth value in return, preferably a first-round pick and or a young player with high upside. So it was looking like it wasn't going to happen. After seeing Christian Wood get traded, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely not going to happen. But out of nowhere yesterday, it shocked me. The Pistons moved Grant for a first-round pick. We actually ended up giving the Trailblazers a second-round pick. Shockingly, I didn't know that yesterday, but we did give up a late second-round pick. You can put the image on the screen right now. That's the full deal right there. And yeah, as I said in my live stream, I'm not giving up on the Pistons. I'm not giving up on Troy Weaver. It's a bad trade, but we may have something in store during free agency. So as of right now, I have to take it at face value. It's a bad trade, but we may look fondly on this trade in the future if Troy makes more moves. But that's my take on it. Let me play the ESPN clip from Adrian Wojnarowski.
We do have some breaking news, though. We have a Woj bomb with Woj. How meta. Moments ago, you reported that the Pistons have traded their leading scorer, Jerami Grant, to the Blazers for a 2025 first-round pick. What's the significance of this trade, Woj?
Yeah, this is a player Portland has coveted, Jerami Grant, from the Pistons. They have a $20 million trade exception they can move him into. He goes back. Grant goes to Portland for a 2025 first-round pick that Portland has via Milwaukee, some second-round picks, pick swaps. But this is important for the Blazers, who want to reshape their roster around Damian Lillard. This is a player Lillard has really been high on. And for Joe Cronin, the new general manager in Portland, this is a significant move. And, really, I think the first significant trade, certainly, of draft week. And now Portland, they've got the 7th pick in Thursday night's draft and a chance to get better there. They'd like to re-sign Jusuf Nurkic, their center. So they're trying to put a team now back around Damian Lillard as he returns this season. But Jerami Grant, he goes from Detroit to Portland, and you can expect Portland to be motivated to sign Grant to an extension. He's got a year left on his deal.